Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on the Flash movie. So we are quickly approaching 2023, which means we are quickly approaching the year that the Flash film finally hits theaters in, I think, late June. Now at this point, we haven't heard much stuff about the Flash, as of recent, because it is still just over half a year away. But it does sound like we could get a trailer for it at CCXP, which is like the South American Comic-Con pretty much. And I think it's next month. I think it's in December, or there could be some like shorter teaser there or a combination teaser for all this DC stuff coming next year. Not too sure what they're going to do, but then we could get a full proper trailer released ahead of Shazam 2 or Fury of the Gods, which comes out in March. So the Flash comes out about 3 months after that. So that's a decent, promotional build up. Now the Flash will come out in June, as I did say, which is the month before Comic-Con in San Diego, so they won't be able to use that as any late promotion or anything like that, so they're going to have to utilize stuff from beforehand, like CCXP or Shazam 2. But one interesting thing that came out a while ago, but I'm just getting around to talking about now, is some stuff in regards to, I guess, the promotion and merchandise side of things that may have revealed specifics when it comes to characters within the Flash film. And this is due to a list of the Funko Pops that are set to be released alongside the release of the film, supposedly. Now, it is important to remember that the Flash's release date in theaters was delayed and changed and pushed back a couple of times, even after it started filming. So the Funko Pop stuff and like any other merchandise related stuff has just sort of been sitting there and going along with those delays as well. Now, this is coming from what appears to be a decently reliable, source when it comes to these Funko Pop releases, that being Scrooge, DuckTales, and Instagram. I flicked through it and they seem to be pretty accurate. I didn't see any major errors, but then again, I might be wrong, but they seem pretty decently reliable when I went through. But of course, this is not coming from Funko directly, so just keep that in mind when we're going over this stuff. But everything that's listed here sounds sort of along the lines of what the Flash film seems to be. But yeah, throughout the video, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below which of these Funko Pops, grabs your attention, like, that's the one I'm going to get. And if you think there's anything different that's going on with them than I say, and you disagree with me or just a slight difference there, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always curious to read what you guys are thinking. But yeah, here's the list here. So it's Pop movies, The Flash, and then it has the specific characters or just what the Pop title is, if you want to call it. So first up, we have The Flash, Kid Flash Unmasked, Gal, not too sure how that's meant to be pronounced, Gully, not too sure, Reverse Flash, General Zod, Wonder Woman, Batman 1 in brackets Michael Keaton, Batman 2 in brackets Ben Affleck, Pop Rides 1, and Movie Moments 1. So that's what? 6? 11. 6. Of course there's more than 6 there. There's 11 there. Ignore my weird counting strategy there. But there's 11 there, which is a decent number, but this also might not include, stuff that has exclusives, like the Funko shop might have an exclusive just for the movie, or there could be like GameStop has one and it's not, associated with this. This could be just the general release that just goes out there, and the ones that don't have stickers saying GameStop exclusive, Funko shop exclusive, whatever exclusive. So there could be more than these 11 that are just listed here. But let's actually go over each specific one. So the first one is obviously The Flash, which is an obvious one. Of course, we do have that new suit with the Flash movie as well, so that's going to be pretty cool to see. I don't think we're going to have the older suit from the Justice League movies in this movie, I don't think. I think he might just start off with the new suit, so that's probably the only suit that's going to feature in any of the Funko Pops, but it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like in the Funko design, because the TV show one looks really good in the Funko one, but it also looks somewhat similar to what the movie one looks like if it was a Funko Pop. It's also, maybe it might be metallic or shiny a bit, not too sure, but yeah. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if there is another version of him, like an unmasked one. I mean, they say Kid Flash unmasked up there, and I mean, when you do a Flash unmasked one as well, they did one for the Justice League movie. They did an unmasked version of that Barry. So I would assume they do one here. But maybe that could be the Chase version. If you're familiar with the Funko Pops, they do like Chase versions where there's something different, but it's not a differently labeled pop. So maybe the unmasked version is the Chase version. I'm not too sure. Next one is Kid Flash. And this is the one that I was like, okay, interesting. And I saw people confused in regard, like when they were reading this and reacting to it. But I'm going to assume this is the other Barry. So we know in the movie that there's our Barry that's from our timeline and stuff. And then there's the Barry from the alternate timeline that's in the past as well. So apparently in the movie, the alternate timeline is like 10 years or 9 years in the past, something along those lines. So it's technically a younger version of Barry Allen. So that would make sense that they call him Kid Flash. I think that makes sense. And we also have seen in the trailers and stuff like that that he wears like the younger Barry, or quote unquote Kid Flash, wears a makeshift Flash suit made out of one of the Michael Keaton bat suits, like one of the other ones that he has there, and they like spray paint it red, trace like a yellow thunderbolt on it, or lightning bolt, and that's like the makeshift Flash suit. So I'm assuming that the Funko is some sort of headpiece that he wears. I'm not too sure exactly what it be. Do they rip off the ears of one of the bat suits and that's the headpiece for the Kid Flash suit? I'm not too sure. But obviously there's going to be an unmasked one, which technically we've already seen because that was in the trailer. He's not wearing a mask in that shot in the trailer. So I guess that's like that's what you'd base the unmasked Funko Pop of Kid Flash off. The next one is probably the most confusing of them all, but I'm assuming that I know what it is. And that's when it says Gale or Gale or Gale. I'm not too sure how you meant to pronounce it. Galle. I've never heard that word before. Don't know if it's another language. It might be. But I'm just going to assume, just because this person is not on the list anywhere else, that this is Supergirl. This is Supergirl. Maybe it's... I don't know if it's meant to be like some like South... or Portuguese or Spanish. Something like that. I'm not too sure it's meant to be one of those languages. I did Google it and it just said that it was a place in Sri Lanka. So... But it was a place in Sri Lanka that was, I think, occupied by the Portuguese. So maybe it's something in Portuguese that's brought up. I'm not too sure if the actress, what her ethnicity is. So maybe she's part Portuguese or something. Or they're saying that Supergirl was maybe raised in Portugal in this world. I'm not too sure what's going to happen there, but I'm going to assume this is Supergirl because that character we know is in the movie, but is nowhere else on this list. So maybe they don't call her Supergirl, and that's just the actual name that they use throughout the movie, and then towards the end of the movie, they announce her Supergirl or something. I don't know. I couldn't see it translating to anything, so it's up in the air at the moment. Now, obviously, the next one would pique people's interest, Reverse Flash. Now, is this legitimately Reverse Flash, as in like Eobard Thawne? Or is it maybe like the other Barry, like the Kid Flash Barry, I guess you could say, the one that's being referred to as Kid Flash? Because apparently he's supposed to be like nefarious in the film and not be really trusted, but I think it would be weird to call him Reverse Flash. But then again, like calling him Kid Flash is also a bit weird at the same time. So I guess if you're going to call him Kid Flash, may as well just go call him Reverse Flash as well. But I don't know if you'd waste that name and like the Funko Pop name on that. You know what I mean? So maybe it is legitimately Reverse Flash that we see. Maybe it's a short thing, but it's still worth making a Funko Pop because you actually get to see the character. We still do not know if that character is or isn't appearing in this film. But if this, Funko Pop thing is saying that he is, then I guess you can go along with it. And also, you're dealing with Barry's mother's murder. It would be weird if there's no hint at Reverse Flash, if not just seeing him in general. So, yeah, I think I think most people expect Reverse Flash to show up. We just don't know how because there's been no casting stuff, even like a leak in regards to who's playing him. Maybe they haven't cast anyone, it's all blurry. That could be what's going on. The next one, General Zod. Now, he was already confirmed for the film. Michael Shannon's coming back as General Zod from Man of Steel, so no surprise they would make a pop for him. He also had a Funko Pop back when Man of Steel came out, but because that was so long ago, it's now like a very expensive and rare Funko Pop. So I don't know if this will bring the value of that down. It might actually bump it up, but yeah, so I guess it'd be like a somewhat similar design to that Man of Steel one, just the updated Funko look because they've changed the general design since that point, but yeah, not a shock there. And the next one's not a shock either. Wonder Woman, we already knew she was in it, been confirmed without being confirmed at the same time. But like Gal Gadot pretty much posted on an Instagram story like, hey, I'm filming The Flash. She pretty much said it without saying it. So maybe she has a different look that's worth making a Funko Pop for her. Maybe or it's like a different weapon. Not too sure, but I'd assume there has to be some sort of different look there to make it worth it. Or it just could be a new weapon she's using. I'm not too sure. Batman 1 and Batman 2, almost like B1 and B2, the bananas and pajamas. I think we all knew they'd make a Funko Pop for this. I'm interested to see. I think the Michael Keaton one would be maybe the more popular one, just because it's the classic suit, but just updated. When the Ben Affleck suit is like a different suit, I think it is for the movie. So I'd assume the Michael Keaton one would be more popular, but they probably still look both pretty cool. So. But they're the pretty simple ones. Like, I don't think there'd be anything too shockingly exciting here. Pop rides. Now, I would have to assume this is one of the Batmobiles. maybe Michael Keaton's one, sorry. But then again, we did see in the set photos for the film when they're making it that the Ben Affleck version of Batman does ride a bat cycle. So it could be that as well. And maybe like the pop ride could be maybe Barry running alongside it while Batman's riding it. Maybe, I'm not too sure. That could be pretty cool. And the movie moment, I mean, this is the toss of the coin for this one. Like, who knows what this could be? It just says movie moment. But one movie moment that's already, like, hinted at in the trailer, or the thing we got from DC Fandom, is maybe the two Barrys, as well as Supergirl, meeting Michael Keaton's Batman in the Batcave. I think that'd be a pretty cool movie moment they could do. But these movie moments, like, are drastically different now. Like, they come in these massive boxes, when before, that was just like a rectangle, you know, like maybe double the size of a Funko Pop box. Now they're massive. It looks like a small TV. So I saw a Home Alone one the other day. I was like, why is it so big? So maybe we could get a massive one for the Flash movie like that. But yeah, as I said, we're moving into 2023 soon. So there's going to be a lot more stuff coming out about the Flash movie, hopefully, to talk about. And might confirm some of this stuff we talked about in this video as well. So I guess look forward to that, and we just got to wait. I don't know when CCXP is specifically, but fingers crossed they show something there, because I feel like it's been ages since we heard anything about the Flash, like, officially from DC and Warner Brothers. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on to show support. Let me know in the comments section down below your various, opinions, theories, predictions, all that stuff. Let me know down there. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.